Ahoy there, it is I, Rain, YouTube Rewind 2019. Guess what? Apparently it looks like everyone's gonna be mad at me for this. Welcome to my channel. Be sure to leave a dislike and unsubscribe as usual. In 2012, YouTube released their first Rewind video and it did pretty well. It was a parody of two main songs, Gangnam Style and Call Me Maybe. There was a lot of references to the current trends, including Minecraft being one of them. And there were YouTubers, quite a lot of YouTubers in that video. You know, it was a thing YouTubers wanted to be invited to. I personally found it extremely cringy, very hard and long to watch. And very dull, slow paced, and guess what? Boring. I found it very boring. That is my opinion. It's not fun to watch for me. It's a parody of two songs that aren't very current right now and aren't as popular right now as they were in 2012. And that does have an effect on things. But things did improve. 2013 was a parody of What Did the Fox Say? Bloodlines, Up All Night to Get Lucky, whatever that song's called. The Harlem Shake, Ceiling Can't Hold Us. So it was a lot more songs. It was a lot more than two. A bit of an upgrade. The editing improvements was ridiculous. It went from like primary school shit to college crap. Oh, okay, well, I wonder what advancements of technology happened between 2012 and 2013. It was very good in terms of visual stuff. I still found it pretty cringy, hard to watch, and boring. But it was faster. It was better than 2012. I found it fast paced and more interesting. Now, another thing that happened with 2014's YouTube Rewind. Come on, you can do it, mouth. You can keep up with this. 2014's Rewind, there was another big editing leap that was, you know, pretty good. It was impressive for YouTube Rewinds. As far as they went, it was a bit more story-based than the past ones, which made them, again, more interesting. It was a parody of Happy, all about that bass. Listen, it was a lot of songs. It was a shit ton of songs, way more than the year before. There was, you know, reference to Frozen, which was pretty big. The Ice Bucket Challenge was pretty big. Loads of trends. This was the first one I recall seeing talk show host stuff, like commercial crap in it as well. Which is a bit, you know, it's not the most encouraging stuff to see on a video about, you know, YouTube that was built by creators, you know, talk show people. They have a shit ton of money. They came from TV because nobody's watching TV anymore. But, you know, creators came from nothing. They just come to YouTube, they make crap, they make the platform big enough for the TV show hosts to come around. Alright? So, don't exactly want to see them representing us, if you know what I mean. It was pretty meh still, in my opinion, but it was an improvement and the best one so far by a long run. The best one so far in terms of things I've been talking about. Now, I'm now taking my sweet time going through these videos, bear with me. 2015. I'm skipping through these because by this point I was sick and tired of watching old YouTube Rewind videos. They're not that interesting. I'm sorry, they're not that interesting. 2015's music, great, loved it. Talk show crap on it again, didn't like that too much. But stuff improved, okay? 2016, The Rock opens it, so they're introducing celebrities now to YouTube Rewind. Talk show hosts and celebrities, okay? Slowly drifting away from creators. But 2016 had the memes and shit. They had memes in it. Okay, that was something that I wasn't expecting because I'm not a massive YouTube Rewind nerd. don't look forward to it every year, except for this year. This year I was actually looking forward to it. They had memes in 2017 too. But 2017 was when things started to go downhill, and I want to think about why things started to go downhill in 2017. You see, I want to go through everything, partly because I'm a boring git, but also because I just wanted everyone to see the overall picture of things, you know, not just like snippets of stuff, because that's what I was seeing for the longest time. I just saw what people showed to me, and that's pretty biased, if you ask me. That's a pretty biased way to see things. You know, you just take other people's word for it. 2017 didn't have PewDiePie. People were pretty mad about that, because you know what they did have? The Paul brothers. It's like, hey, they're not the best influence. But then there was a huge drama with PewDiePie and saying some, you know, things that people were very angry about. So he wasn't in YouTube Rewind, he wasn't invited to it, which was fine. But you know what else happened in 2017? Guess who got elected? Oh yeah, Donald Trump. It's been that long. They had a whole thing about unity and holding hands and shit. Pretty sure that was a bit of a nudge at, you know, the whole election thing. He will not divide us. That kind of thing. You know, people have their opinions on that stuff. My opinion is, let's keep politics out of things wherever we can. I'm not a politics fan. So yeah, that's when they started getting a bit political in 2017. Didn't everyone? Didn't every single commercial thing ever just started getting really political and social justicey? They had a pretty bad like to dislike ratio, but not as bad as 2018. The whole political stuff in 2017, that was barely anything. What, a couple of people holding hands and talking about unity? Really? That's what you're gonna give me for political? It's pretty tame. It's pretty tame. It's still there, but you know, it's tolerable. 2018's one was all about, oh look, Asian representation, oh look, women's doing great, and it's like, no, that's nothing to do with YouTube. An Asian girl made a video, great, why'd you have to make it about how far we're going in the world because an Asian girl made a video? We're taking something that's minuscule and make it into a big political issue. It's completely unnecessary. Completely unnecessary. 2018's video, compared to all of them, was super talkative. Super talkative and cringy. Like, the cringe came back so strong. You know, the thing about these videos is they take a really long time to shoot, you know? You're calling all these YouTubers out from all over the world, getting them to do dumb shit, and then they appear in a video for like a couple of seconds, you know? And half the time, it's not really something to be proud of. Like, I think it was in 2016's one, PewDiePie just put his finger on it, that rewind button thing. Sure, he's in the video, but is that all he has to show? You see, the thing is, YouTube has gotten to a size where for people to be substantial enough, you know, in these videos, YouTube Rewind couldn't be 5 minutes long, couldn't be 4 minutes long. It'd be like a 20-minute, half an hour video, you know? Like a proper show kind of thing. And guess what? I don't want to watch that. I don't want to watch 20 minutes, 30 minutes of cringy material. Does anyone? There's so many people, and it's not ever going to be about the stuff that you like only. Everyone views YouTube from a different perspective. Everyone gets recommended different videos. And you know what? I don't think YouTube can do anything about that. I don't think YouTube can get YouTubers that will please everyone on the set to make a video together. And I don't think YouTube can give everyone that they invite a decent amount of time to represent themselves in that video, in that said video. You know, it doesn't have to be about that, but it's still a big pain in the ass for them all. You know, the filming takes a day, and we're just doing dumb shit, really, to some trendy music that you may or may not like. I do think that the YouTube community has gotten to a point where YouTube has done so many things that they are just not happy with, even angry with. And you know, recently we've had that thing with the Cooper, the child thing, you know, when the FTC sued YouTube. I think it was 17 million or something. Billion? 70 billion? I don't know. As creators, we risk getting sued now if our content is deemed to be something that is targeted towards kids. You know, that sucks. People are mad about it. I'm kind of iffy about it. People are hostile towards YouTube, alright? But you know what they did this year? You know what they did do this year? No politics in the video whatsoever. No talk show hosts. No pandering or bullshit. And no cringe. Not a single ounce of cringe. Oh, but Rain, that's because they didn't do anything. No, they didn't do anything crazy. They didn't invite a load of people to a studio and film a massive video. You know, they did. They did exactly what they said they would do. They did exactly what people recommended them to do. Stop being cringy. Stop with the political crap. Blah, 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 blah. They did all that. Okay, they pleased you, but what they sacrificed was a show. They sacrificed a massive show. And you know, some people like that, some people won't like that. I never really particularly was a fan of YouTube Rewind in the first place. Okay, it's like good shit, but there's better shit on YouTube, you know? There's better things to watch on YouTube. You want to watch a meme compilation? That's YouTube Rewind, but just like a shit ton of memes. People do that all the time. That's fun. That's always better to watch than YouTube Rewind. There's so much crap better to watch than YouTube Rewind. It's ridiculous. They covered the most liked videos, the most liked music videos, dance videos, games, new creator breakthroughs, and first, worldwide. It's always going to be a worldwide thing now. So you're always going to be seeing like 90% of the creators you don't even know because you're not watching YouTube from everywhere in the world. I've got so much shit to talk about.
Why are we still here?
I think people got to a point where they are disliking this video and saying negative things about this video for views. And I genuinely think that because I've watched videos like this one where they're like, YouTube Rewind was worse than the year before, shock horror, and they make such a big deal out of it, and then they're like, oh, but you know, I was really happy that they mentioned new upcoming creators, and I was really happy it wasn't political, and I was really happy. It clearly wasn't that bad, because their main critique of it was, it's boring. You know, some memes in there would have been funny, some skits would have been funny, but like at the end of the day, I don't think they did a bad job with the video. The music was decent, the editing was decent, the categories were alright. Is it the best thing that I ever watched? No. Has any of them been the best things I ever watched? Hell no. Never. It's never been like that. It's never been something that's like the greatest thing on YouTube.
The body I've loved.
At least let me give you some credit, okay? You know, when YouTube was small and cute, this was like a big deal. It was a massive big deal. People wanted to be in YouTube Rewind. People wanted to be in this big show thing, okay? Times change. You know, the way you can entertain people change. But I think people are being harsh on YouTube just because, like, the audience is just in a toxic place right now. YouTube makes us angry and we want to blame everything on YouTube. We want to take it all out on YouTube. And you know, that gets views. So, why not just complain about everything they ever make? You know what my complaint is? The comments. The comments were so bad when the video first came out, it was just a repeat of, wait, let me show you. So in 2019, let's see what everyone likes. Everyone, let's copy and paste everyone else's comments. When I first saw YouTube Rewind 2019, the comments was just that. I even changed to new comments. It was just the same comment over and over again. You know, that shows how much of a freaking meme the community is. The community is just one big old meme. We just like copying each other. That's what I think. Everyone just likes copying each other. Nobody really strays from, you know, the traditional opinion, the traditional themes of everything. You know what I did? I wanted to make sure that I did not have any influence on my opinion of this video. Someone said in the stream chat, the new YouTube Rewind is out, you're gonna watch it. This was not in my stream, this is in someone else's stream. I closed the stream down, I didn't even wait for a response, went straight to watch the video, did not read the comments, put the video to full screen, watched it. You know what? I liked it. I like the music, you know, because why? It's music now that's kind of in, you know? They always have music that's in the current day. Probably a couple years from now, I'll hear that music and be like, that shit music. Turn the music off that video. It's the most boring crap to watch ever. Sure. And yeah, after I watched it, I went down to the comments. I checked the like-dislike ratio. I actually liked this video right away. Checked the likes to dislike ratio. I was like, oh, what's the problem now? What did they do now? Did they do something behind the scenes, like delete the views of BTS or whatever that drama was, or if they like forgot about someone, or they skewed the results or something like that? No, people just like, oh, this is so boring. Yeah, it's boring. Are you surprised it's boring? They're all boring. Right, listen, okay, I know I'm being harsh on people, but I'm not sorry about it. I just wanted to say that I think it's a bit unfair that people are just, you know, milking this thing, saying how horrible it is, when the truth is, it's not a bad video. The music is interesting, the editing is interesting, the results are interesting, and you know, it is about the creators. It's directly about the creators. They took a safe route out, so what? It's better than a bad route in my opinion. They didn't do anything bad, they just didn't do anything crazy. That's it. And even if they did do anything crazy, what do you want them to do? Please, I can't think of something they could possibly do to make things more interesting except for just copying what they did before. Basically just having little stories about nonsense scenarios, looking at references that, and you know, at this point there's so many freaking references and at the same time it could even be like inappropriate as well. Like Ricardo would be really inappropriate to have on YouTube Rewind, but you guys would love that, wouldn't you? Guess what? YouTube isn't like that. YouTube has, you know, a status to uphold. Don't act like you're surprised, you silly noggins. I will be waiting for my 2 million dislikes. Don't just put a negative video out there just because you know it's gonna be popular and it's gonna get clicks and all that stuff. And you know, maybe people aren't doing that, but that's the vibe I'm getting. When you make a video title that says, YouTube Rewind is the worst, and then you actually compliment it in the video, that I think is clickbaity. I think that's pretty shitty. When your only criticism of the Rewind is, it's safe and it's boring, what I say to that is, yeah, YouTube has always been safe and boring. Can you give, like, genuine ideas for improvements? Here, look, I'll give one. Do the whole thing again when you invite YouTubers, but let's just make it upcoming creators, you know? Because, you know, we are far past the point where you can include popular YouTubers. and make everyone satisfied. That's not going to happen anymore. There's too many of those. So focus on upcoming creators now and kind of do what you did before, but it's now only about the upcoming creators, and you give them their little cringy storylines, you give them their little music parodies to do of the popular songs, you involve some memes and some references, and guess what? No one's really going to be mad at that, because you're kind of giving everyone the same treatment regardless. Keep the politics out of it like you already have done. And look, you've got a new Rewind video. There's an idea. I watched PewDiePie's critique of 2018. And when he was saying like his ideas, I wouldn't be surprised if YouTube watched that video and was like, let's take some hints from him. Yes, tell me about how boring and safe it is. It just means that you have less of a reason to hate it, and guess what? You did have less of a reason to hate it, and I'm gonna admit to that. I'm gonna be everything that you hate. I'm going to admit that what YouTube did was make a video that made us have less of a reason to hate it, and you know, I don't hate it. I don't hate it, and I don't hate that they made me not hate it by being safe. I accept that, and I respect that, and I respect that they actually attempted to listen to creators. Even though they took the safe route out, they attempted to listen to creators, and you know, that's great. Like, that's great. You know, the Sonic people who made the new Sonic movie, they listened to fans, and they improved shit. YouTube saved a lot of money. Yeah, they made a safe video, but they listened to people. Maybe they're gonna listen to us again and make a better video next year. We'll just have to see. And if they make a worse video, then, you know, boo YouTube, boo. They made a worse video, but I don't think it would be in their best interest to go backwards, you know, and get back into the political garbage. Because nobody wants to hear. Okay, some people want to hear about politics. I don't want to hear about politics. It makes me have a bad mood. Let's have no politics for Rain, please. But enough of my rambling and nonsense. Let me spend the next 10 hours editing this crap, because I know I've said way too much and I probably repeat myself 300 times. Farewell. Have a good day, life, year, whatever. It's almost Christmas.